Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode Season 7, Episode 7, Nice to Metria. It's a little pun. So I guess we have a new housewife? I don't know. I don't care. Well, I do care. Did you want to add? No. Okay. So we start off with Kandi. I don't want to hear Kandi's whole family drama. Oh my God. No, thank you. So her mom is mad that Mama Joyce is mad that Mama Joyce's boyfriend apparently ripped out every bathroom in the house, and Kandi had a small problem with that. Who knew? I mean, I wouldn't put
up with that crap. I'd say, Kandi, your mom, see you later. I don't need this bullshit. I mean, that much lack of respect. I mean, come on, that's friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, you know, I may not be from Atlanta. Maybe the rules are different there. But apparently there's a problem when you rip out every single bathroom in the house, leave it with bare walls and pipes sticking out. That's a problem. It makes it difficult to rent. Did you know that?
It's not yours, that you're not paying for it?
We're just simple country folk here. We don't know your fancy city laws. Anyway, I don't even want to deal with that. So her mom is mad at her. And the cousin goes, well, don't you get mad when your mama talks bad about Todd? And I'm like, no, she doesn't. She goes, that's my mom. Meh. Meh. Right? So I just don't even want to hear about that. So Cynthia, ever so casually, has a meeting with Demetria, who is apparently a singer. Sorry, I don't listen to that kind of music. Whatever kind it is that she... I don't listen to music. I listen to, like, old people hipster music. I know, I'm sorry. And weird internet stuff. Demetria, who has a manager / boyfriend named Roger Bobb. They mentioned his name. They must have been paid special to mention him.
I don't trust anybody with 2 first names.
Roger Bobb. Well, it's Roger Bobb with Bob. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't know that rule you had. They've been, but he's a billionaire, so sounds good to me. What a winner. And then everyone's like, what? He has a girlfriend? I didn't know. Okay.
For some of the episodes, they got to generate some kind of...
I know. Anyway, so then Kenya, Natalie, and Cynthia meet, and they're like, oh, totally casually speaking, not at all scripted. I got invited to this party by this gentleman named, I believe his name was Roger Bobb. Have you, perchance, heard of him? Why, yes, I have. And in fact, if you were thinking of dating someone, you should consider him. And Cynthia's like, no, 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 no. He's got a lady. And then everyone's like, wow, for this person who we've never heard of, I know him intimately well, and he's never mentioned it. And there's this whole big thing with, there was a picture at Peter's birthday party where he's standing next to Kenya. And Kenya, they decided that they're dating because that's totally believable. Like, right. Like, if she was dating someone, she would be tweeting it, Facebooking it, blogging about it. I mean, she already does that for people she's not even really dating. So I'm pretty sure there was an actual...
African prince.
Yeah, so there was an actual man she was dating, we would all know. Like, she would be showing up at our house, knocking on the door, being like, hi, you tweeted about me once? This is my boyfriend. And I'd be like, you need to get off my lawn because you are nuts. Okay, anyway, there you go. I'm kidding. I wouldn't pull a gun on that. I would get a picture of it, and I would tweet it, because that's how I deal with things. Anyway, Nene has this wig that is unbelievable in the interviews. Like, people get on her for her wigs a lot, and they never really bother me, whatever. But this one is insane. This is like, I made a Fifth Element joke about the girl from Fifth Element, and John thought it was awful, so I won't repeat it. Go look at my Twitter and check it out. But she is doing a Home Shopping Network clothing line. Every housewife since Bethany is trying to cash in on that skinny girl money. I don't think anyone's going to do it. I know, we're bitter about the skinny girl money. I can't imagine how Nene is about, like, all that cash. But anyway, she's doing a clothing line. At first they're like, she's premiering at midnight, and I was like, what an awful time. Then I kind of thought about Home Shopping Networks, and I'm like, actually, that might be their prime time. I don't really know. Maybe that actually, when you think about it, might be like the prime time for people who are like, oh, I can't sleep. I wonder what they have for sale. Oh, look, a shirt with holes in the shoulders. That looks brilliant. You know. Anyway, someone did tell me, I made a joke about that. Someone did say that she sold out. So whatever. Keep it up, Nene. Got to respect the work. Roger Bobb. There's a party. We're gonna see Demetria. She came back and she's like, I really apologize, gals. My music video isn't playing yet. I'm like, why are you apologizing to them? They're being paid to be there. So, but I think you're showing a little too much respect. I do wish we saw more of the Atlanta, like, music, TV, because there's a ton going on there, and that would actually be interesting. Instead of hearing them talk about fights from last season.
Non-show.
Right. My sister was tweeting with us, because she's up visiting, and so she, like, did a marathon so she could tweet with us, and she's like, does anything happen? It's all stuff from last year. And it's like, nah, sorry. They're waiting for their, like, storylines to be delivered because no one's doing anything new except Cynthia, who's constantly talking about herself. And I know it's so that she can change her image. She wants to look more confident, but it's coming out across kind of desperate. What? Oh, you don't care? Anyway, there's this party. The only interesting thing that happened, so Apollo shows up. Like 2 episodes ago, he's like, I want a divorce. He goes to a divorce attorney, and he shows up, he gives everyone huggies and kisses, and then goes to Phaedra and is like, I'm your husband, and I love you. Tell me I love you. You know, tell me you love me. Whatever. That's basically what happens. And then he's like, hey, let's go over here and talk. And I'm like, oh, it's Apollo's new thing. Apparently, identity theft and going to parties and asking people to come have a serious conversation. And Phaedra looks like she would rather die and walk through hell than have this conversation. I mean, she is... Kenya liked that a little bit too much, though, girl. You got to watch out for your karma, because she was, like, so excited about Phaedra being uncomfortable, and I'm like, that's not going to do well. And everybody's complaining because Roger Bobb isn't there. I'm like, he's a billionaire. He says he needs to work. You go work. Like, you gotta respect the hustle. Like, if someone was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go pay you to do something, okay, well, I'll, see you later, right? Like, he's gotta be there for her video premiere party at a bar that they're filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Pretty sure it's good. Oh, and apparently Kenya and him met. Well, we saw it, so I know they met. So they can work on a project together. If he's smart, he's going to turn around and run 1,000,000 miles. I mean,
clearly he's pretty smart.
Well, yeah, working with him, brilliant idea. Him working with her, I don't think so. That's the episode.